What's up, guys? Good morning and welcome back. We have a special little project in the house today. You saw yesterday's video. You saw that it got brought over here. It's my friend Cuervo's. I think it's a 70 c10, but we have some issues, so turn you guys around. We'll check this truck out. So it actually rained last night, which is pretty crazy considering that it's 102 degrees today, so you can only imagine how it feels back here right now. But let's check this truck out. So it's a LS swap truck. I believe he did the swap himself, from what I understand. He recently changed out the headers because the factory headers were hitting the frame. I'm guessing right here where you see that cut right there. So he got these headers in now, so he has the clearance, but the exhaust no longer connects because the headers landed in a different spot. So that's one issue. Another issue is down here by the frame. He had the shocks mounted in a different spot. I guess we're gonna have to take off the tire and check it out, but it says that there's a small crack that's on the side of the frame, and that's gonna be the issue that we need to see. How bad is the crack, and fix the crack and welding it back together. The city guys out there cleaning the street. So let me get this thing jacked up, take off this tire, and let's see what we got. I'm really hoping for a quick fix, but sometimes you never know until you check it out for yourself. So let me get you guys set up and let's get to work. Alright guys, so I think we're actually in luck. He's been in here doing some work. There's like a lot of new stuff in here. But this is what he was seeing from up from the motor. And I got my first cut. But we all know how that works. Part of the game. This is what he was seeing from up there in the engine bay. And the only thing that stopped that crack from going further is that hole. That hole actually stopped it. And that's actually how you stop cracks. If you do see a crack going, down somewhere, you drill a hole, and that'll keep it from going while you repair the rest. But I guess we're not looking too bad. We are gonna have to grind into it and throw some weld on there. But that's not gonna be the issue that he was having. Because he was saying that maybe because the frame was cracking or cracked, it was causing his steering issue. And now I believe that not to be true. That's not going to be the issue. But we still, however, need to fix that. And that crack happened from whoever installed the motor the first time. They torched the frame, which made it weak and caused it to crack. That right there is what he was seeing from inside the engine bay. And I think he thought it was going alongside the frame, which is not true. As we saw right now, it actually stopped on that hole. And I'm gonna put this together real quick. I got it for Father's Day for my kids, and what better way of working on this in this position than in a nice fancy little chair. I'm gonna put this together real quick. Got some brake cleaner stuff. I'm gonna clean it up. I'll get my grinder set up. Bring my welding machine over here, and we'll throw some weld on that. And I think what I'm also gonna do is lift up this other side and double check this other side, this frame, and make sure that we're good to go on the frame. And then we're gonna have to adjust the steering. Something else is going on with the steering. So hang tight. Let me put this together real quick, and I'll bring you guys right back. So there it is. Looks like it's a creeper, and then you can pull this little pin here. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I guess I can't. Set you down real quick. Pull that pin, and then this thing folds over, and then this folds over, and you can use it as a little seat. That's really cool. Bam. Heck yeah. Now we get up in here real nice like. So shout out to my family for that. I really did need one of those. And now let's get to cleaning this thing up, and let's see how bad this crack is, which I don't think it's very bad at all. I'm happy to say that. Did some wire wool action, and indeed it is cracked. Not a very bad crack. Fortunately, we are good there, but it did come from them torching the frame. It did cause it to get weak, which caused that crack. So I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get these motors in. You know, so I do understand that sometimes you do gotta, you know, torch the frame a little bit, modify 100 times. Well, I'll say what, like 90% of the time, you have to modify these old trucks to put these newer motors in. You know, sometimes they're not just gonna fit, so you do have to do, you know, stuff like that. But if you're gonna cut the frame, try to reinforce something, because you've created some weak spots. You know, you could have reinforced this maybe from the back, or maybe put something up here, you know. But either way, this needs to be fixed. So we're gonna grind into this and weld her back up, and then we'll see if we get down up under there and see if we can't hook up his exhaust for him. Since this isn't too big of a deal, I was kind of hoping I had a little bit more to record for you guys, but at the same time, I'm glad that it's only that and not something that's worse. But I know he said that his exhaust didn't fit now with these new headers, so maybe we'll go ahead and try to get that connected for him. But we'll see when we get there.
Cruising down Chester, sun sinking low. Kern County c10, putting on a show. From show trucks gleaming in the backyard bin.
I forgot to disconnect the battery. LS swaps. Electrical, they got sensors, extra precaution, disconnect the batteries. Let's see if we can get in there, put this thing back together. got good ground. Nice little weld on that thing. Give it a little bit more strength in that area. I hope this other side isn't cracked, but let's lift this thing up. Let me go get some jacks. Let's see if we can address that exhaust, because I know he mentioned to me that he wanted to see if I can help him figure out the steering issue. He was mentioning to me that it does drive good, but as he's driving, almost feels like the car itself is swerving, like back and forth. He constantly has to keep his hand on the steering wheel to keep him centered on the road. I mean, that's how he explained it to me. I kind of understand what he's saying, but it's nothing like me actually driving it and feeling what it is. And with it being unbolted from the headers, I'm definitely not going to be driving this. It's 1970 C10 LS swap unbolted from the headers, cruising down the road. So let's see if we can adjust these headers for him, connect that exhaust, and maybe we could take it for a test drive and see what it does. See if we can figure it out. If it's something that you guys have came across before on one of your guys' trucks, or a buddy's truck, or somebody, you know, or it happened to you, or you figured it out, let me know what you guys did. He already changed out the power steering pump. I think he said, yeah, the pump is new, the reservoir is new, power steering fluid, everything is good. He took it to the lineman shop already. The lineman shop said it's good, but he says that it still kind of just wanders on the road. Let's get going on this exhaust and then try to figure this stuff out as we go. Okay, I'm glad I didn't throw this cardboard away. I just bought a TV because the other one took a dump. But this is what we got. Ooh, a little tight down here, but we'll make it work. So it looks like had some fancy cutouts at one point down here. But like I mentioned before, these had factory headers on them. And now that he's got these nice stainless steel headers, they obviously don't connect. But I see that he does have his little oh heck, I can't think of what the heck they're called, but this little piece here that it's meant to connect to your exhaust. So we're gonna have to try to see what I got in my little bag of tricks back there. And I brought some stuff already over. This is just leftover pieces from other projects and some that I didn't use. So we'll try to figure something out. I mean, we're not exactly looking for top of the line, but we are definitely looking to be connected, because this thing needs to be driving. Okay, so I guess we'll start just by chopping everything off. Why not, right? We'll chop it here. Oh, okay. So everything is loose. Apparently it's loose back there too. So we'll cut it here, and I think we'll cut it right here on this straight piece. So I think this might just be just a little 45, and we might have hooked this side up. And this other side, this is kind of funky. Well, you know what? It's because the exhaust is twisted back there. It actually should go like this. Okay, I see. This is like a drop down. Oh, this one's way off. This one's not even close. Let's see. I have to go get one of my sons. See if he can help me hold it back there while I cut the stuff apart. Right now they are on summer vacation, so I hate to bust their bubble, but Daddy needs some help. So let me go get some help. Be right back. Okay. Where's the old one? Oh, here we go. So this is what was on there previously. We're kind of going back and forth. But we got one side fit up and ready to tack. Got Giovanni over there.
Yeah.
So this one was actually pretty simple. Just a 45 that we had it modified just by cutting it about 2 inches. And then this piece here, I cut it right here. This slid into here. It's in here about 1 inch. So weld that up. Make sure it's level back there, side to side. And this side should be good. The other side is going to be a little bit more tricky, but we're going to go ahead and get our machine going. Transmission lines are really close, so he might need to address that later. Maybe run them a little bit different since he's running these exhaust headers now. But as far as for this, we got clearance up here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's get the welding head. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Get the welding head, get the gun, and turn on the old titanium.
How old is that one machine?
Now one side tacked up, let's work on the other side. Okay, so this is driver's side. Hopefully I'm holding the phone in the right direction for you guys. But we got this cut off. This was on here like this. Just like that. So I don't know how long or how far down this thing used to go. Let me see if I can get it to stay there. Okay, there we go. So this thing used to have this funky shape right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It came down, and then it kind of did a little loop, and then it went up into the factory header. So this little S-bend is a little bit wild. But with these new headers, it looks like I threw on a 45 loosely, and it looks like I can almost just cut all this off up to here and go straight shot into there. That's what it looks like. Maybe I have to trim this a little bit more to go further up and line it up this one with this one. So that's where I'm at right here. Everything else seems to look okay. So we're gonna continue chopping this whole funky section off. Okay, I'll give you this, and
Okay.
you give me the Sawzall.
Alrighty then. Oopsie, the wire.
Grab my glasses, please.
The Navarro ones? With the waves on them? Okay. Here, I'm gonna try to hold
Yeah,
this down too.
you can put the phone down. We'll get this cut real quick, and we'll bring you guys back. Okay.
Alrighty then. Good?
We're good.
Finally.
Okay. Got it all put back together. Got her welded up. Up there. Right there. Where are we at? Where are we at? I'm lost. There. Back there. Wasn't able to get, I mean, that's kind of a tricky spot, but I did turn it on, and this thing is slid up to like right here. So I mean, it doesn't leak. It's just a little bit, I guess. I'm not really too happy with what happened here, but I needed to use this reducer because I didn't have one. So I mean, it is what it is. And then got that situated. It was a 45 and a 45 that I bent, just needed to get a little bit more angle so I can go straight shot into there. Got clearance right there now. And I did turn the mufflers on, and it just sounded like it had a huge exhaust leak. And I was like, what in the world? All that work for nothing. But turns out that one of those cutouts was actually either connected or disconnected, but it was open. And yeah, I went inside and tried to find the switch, which I ended up finding the switch. And it's got a little switch right here. I hit that, and then you can hear it right away tone down pretty much to just a nice quiet Flowmaster exhaust. So we're gonna get all of our stuff out of here, get the wheel put back on, and see if we can keep moving forward, and let's address this driving situation. But we're moving along just good, just right, not too crazy, you know, just something to help the homie out and get him back on the road a little bit safer. So let me get my stuff out of here. I'll bring you guys right back.
No dues, just pure passion's fire. United by the love, taking it higher. C10 crew, representing the scene, keeping these classics alive. Chrome ever so clean, from the valley to the hills. Our trucks hold their ground, cruising together, making that C10 sound. Backyard projects, rain trenches turning slow. Building dreams from the ground up, watch them grow. Swap engines roaring, a symphony of might. Every C10 a story, shining in the light. Friends united by the love of the ride. Sharing knowledge, side by side. From OG classics to modern twists. C10 crew family, never will you
County C10 crew, representing the scene, keeping these classics alive. Chrome ever so clean, from the valley to the hills, our trucks hold their ground, cruising together, making that C10 sound.
Barbecues firing, beers in the air.
Tire is on. So frame crack, welded, exhaust is connected back on, and let's see what it sounds like. I think he's got flow measures on here. I should have checked. Let's see, make sure everything is in park. Key on. There it is. This is the cutout right here. That's how I turned it on the first time. I was like, what the heck? Cutouts. Muffler. Still sounds good either way, actually. So there are some nice exhausts. Now, got one more issue. It's the steering. So I'm gonna go wash up a little bit. I don't want to be driving around in this truck all dirty. Guess we'll let this thing get the temperature. Take it for a spin. Ready?
Yeah.
Got this thing put back together. And go take it for a little drive and see if we can see or feel or hear what my friend is telling me this thing is doing. He says it does it more on the freeway, so I guess we're gonna have to head on the freeway. I'll see if before he comes and picks it up, I'll have him give you a quick rundown on what he's done to the truck. And this is my first time actually being in this truck, or actually seeing this truck close up. So I don't know anything about it besides we need to fix it. So let's go.
Feel like it's turning at all.
Well, I'm turning the steering wheel just to keep the truck to go straight.
That makes no sense.
Something down here is not. This is definitely what he's talking about, so I do see how this will be kind of weird to drive on the freeway. It's kind of weird to drive in the street. Something needs to be. We have to turn this around. I don't know how long he's been driving it like this, or if this is the way that this thing always drove, but definitely something with the steering is not.
Oh shoot. Oh. Oh. Very nice truck though.
Yeah,
And I like it a lot.
very nice truck. Once you get everything dialed in, this thing's perfect. steer that great.
Oi!
It almost feels like it's. Kind of did it more when I braked right now. I don't know how well you guys can see what's happening here. I'm gonna try to see if I can adjust the gearbox. Go ahead and cut it. We'll come back. Okay, so we're gonna address this thing just the way that I can. Basically, the only way that I can is I didn't do any of this work previously, so I don't know exactly what has all been done. I will have to get with my buddy once he comes and picks up his truck, because it is drivable. I mean, he's been driving it like this, but since he needed the mufflers welded on, it was kind of hard to drive around like that, just because it's super loud, and also address that crack. And you know what, now that I see it from inside of here, I guess honestly we could have just filled that frame, but it would have been a lot easier if the fender wells were not in the way. But you know, I guess that's a story for a different day. But as far as our power steering, there is a lot of slack, but it does have an adjustment, so I think I'm gonna adjust that a little bit and see if that fixes some of our play. So basically in the center of that bolt right there, there's a hex head, and you put your Allen key in the center, and that nut is a 5/8. So you loosen that one, the bottom one. It's kind of hard to get in here, guys, I'm sorry. Go right there, right there. You loosen that guy up, and then with the Allen key on that center bolt, let's see if I can get in here. Where am I at? Right there. You turn that inwards to the right, just a quarter turn. You don't really want to go more than that. If you need to go more than a quarter turn, then you know your problem is pretty much somewhere else. A quarter of a turn, you should be able to see the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And we are a little bit low on power steering fluid, and also this looks brand new. The power steering pump looks brand new, so I wonder if this was bled properly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it on jacks, and you want to do this with the tires in the air. I'll go ahead and chalk the back tires. We'll lift this up, turn the car on, or in this case turn the truck on, and turn this steering wheel to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and see if we get any air out of these lines. And if it was done right, then there shouldn't be anything, and if there is any air in these lines, we'll go ahead and get these things situated for them. Let me get this thing in the air. I'll put you guys on a stand and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I got this thing in the air, and I was kind of looking under here, and it looks like there's a lot of stuff that has definitely been replaced. This looks brand new. All the bushings and stuff look brand new. Everything in here is brand new, but sometimes when that's like your tattletale when something's brand new, because it's wasn't installed properly. Now let me get you guys on this stand real quick and I'll show you what I mean. I think I found the problem. Sorry about the light there. Let's see if I can get you guys in here where you can see. You're not just all up in my grill. Hopefully you guys can see in here. Well, check this out. That thing is loose. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, kids are getting hungry over there. Yeah, that thing is super loose. That is no bueno. You definitely do not want to have any steering components loose. That will definitely cause the whole swerving thing. I'll have to look it up online, but I think it's something like, needs to be torqued to like 100 foot-pounds or 80 foot-pounds, something. I'm gonna look it up and see. I don't even have a torque wrench, but that is the problem. Then we'll get that thing tightened up, and then we'll go test drive it. Man, I can only imagine how long that thing has been like that. And when he comes over, I'm gonna ask him if the problem started happening after they installed that power steering pump. I keep calling it steering pump, but you know what I mean. Oh, happens. Get that thing tightened up. I had to go find this guy in my old oil field tools. Brought out some of the big boys, 1.25 inch, 1 3/8. This one is so rusted I can't even tell what it is. It looks like a inch and I can't even read the number, but it fit right there. Oh, look at this. This thing is super loose. Oh, let's see if I can get this thing tightened up. And yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Let's get this thing tightened up real quick so I can get you guys in here. There's nobody here to hold this phone for me. My kid got hungry. He went inside to go eat. So you just have to take my word for it. I'm gonna tighten this up and I'll come right back with you. Alright, just gonna give this another shot, but that was definitely it right there. Oh yeah, he's gonna freak out. Something so basic, like making sure all your components are nice and tight. I don't know if that thing got loose or it just was never installed all the way, or I'm not sure, but that thing was all over the road. I was scared to go down the street. You seen that? I could feel the difference right away.
Like it a lot?
I like it. He said everything's been changed on this thing. All the parts are brand new. He took it to a lineman shop. Lineman shop said they couldn't figure it out. He had a couple guys look at it, they couldn't figure it out. And that was definitely it. take it to a lineman shop and have them check it out and get this thing perfect. But that's it for now. Get this thing cleaned up. Call my buddy, tell him that it's good to go. Until next time, catch you on the flip side.
Chrome ever so clean. From the valley to the hills, our trucks hold their ground, cruising together, making that C10 sound.
Barbecues firing, beers in the air, stories shared, laughter everywhere. Admiring the rise, the craftsmanship shown. C10 community, a family we've known. Sunset fades, the night takes hold.
Square body builders, that's the name. Fueling passion, igniting flame. Backyard hustle, grinding hard, turning rust into works of art.